How's it going, everybody? Switching sides of the table here for the live stream tonight. So, always takes a couple of minutes when we first sign on, so bear with me. If you're watching this after the fact, we normally let people kind of sign on and join the live stream. And if you're here, let me know that you can hear me. Let me know that you're here in the comments, and then we'll go ahead and get started and talk tonight. I'm hoping tonight we'll just kind of have a fun live stream together. We can take it easy, and I think it's going to be good. We'll see if the trolls are out in full force tonight. I feel like I have a better understanding of the trolls after this weekend, which is pretty great too. So, anyways, bear with me. How was your guys' weekend? How's your Sunday going? Are you excited that football is just around the corner now, and Sundays will be a little bit different moving forward? I've been watching soccer every Sunday night now, which is pretty great for me. I really enjoy that. But I know having some football on TV will be good too. I didn't get to see any preseason games yet. I suppose I could have, but I didn't yet. Let's see.
In our last class, we began.
Oh, wow. I can just join the live stream myself. I never thought, how did I never think of that before? That's like the easiest way to do this. I have to listen to my own ads though, so I can make that sweet YouTube money, and then I can just join you guys in the conversation. That's gonna be kind of weird though. I'm gonna be watching myself and seeing it on here at the same time. So, all right, let's see who's here. Caden is in the house. Good to have you, Caden. You were first. Dude thought he was first, but he's not. Dude was second. Kelly's here, was third. Summer's in the house. Good to have you. Krista's here. Very good. Kiera Stover is here with the big yeet. Appreciate that, Kiera. Swan's in the house. So weird. Now that I'm actually watching myself, it's actually really odd because there's a slight delay. It's really interesting to watch. I think it's gonna be too distracting for me. But anyways, Kiera got the first like. That's always good. Krista was watching baseball today. Are the Pirates doing good? Are they like getting back into it? I'm not sure. Okay, and Alexia's here. And Adam's here. Very good. We got a nice little crew tonight. That's very cool. And oh wait, Kiara says, "Do you remember me, Debbie's friend from church?" I don't think I do. How old are you? Like Debbie who? I guess I should ask. There's been a lot of Debbies at church over the past few years, so let me know. Then maybe I'll remember you. But I don't. Your name doesn't sound familiar. Has it been a while? I'm assuming. I'm not sure. Oh, Debbie Rosenberger. Are you at the Church of Christ? I'm assuming. I don't know. You have to let me know. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about tonight, last week we had kind of a conversation about gifts and about those kinds of things, and it was about spiritual gifts. That's what we're doing in a sermon series at church, and so I just want to kind of continue that conversation tonight. And I just asked the question, what brings you joy? Because I think a lot of times, well, I guess I kind of asked a similar question last week, but I just want to continue that conversation if we can. What are the things that make you, I can use the term happy too, I guess. What are the things that make you happiest in this life? And what are the things, joy is different than happiness for me. Joy is actually a spiritual thing. Joy is something that's only given from God. And so to be joyous is to have a certain measure of salvation and the Holy Spirit living inside you. But I'm not going to get into that whole conversation today. I just want to know what makes you happy, what makes you joyous. And so I just think that would be a good question for us to talk about tonight. I'm kind of curious. Last week I talked about what's your passion, and so it's kind of a similar question, but I just want to see what you guys think. Let's see. I'm just realizing me rocking back and forth. Is that really distracting to you guys? It's distracting to me. um, okay, so Kiera is at the Church of Christ. Very cool. Todd's in the house. And of course, bubble hockey makes Todd joyous. I already knew that. Kiera says, I'm sick, but I got bored. Well, I'm glad that you're here. I'm not glad that you're sick, but I'm glad that you're here. Alexa says, making art gives me joy. Very cool. So what kind of art do you make? Now I'm curious. I've always been interested in. I wish I was a better artist, and so I kind of have that art bug. But the way that the only art that I can make halfway is like through storytelling and through video, because I'm not good with like a pen and paper. I'm not good at sculpting, as far as I know. I'm not good at any of that kind of stuff. So I have to turn to video to like just kind of scratch that creative itch. But I want to know what kind of art you make, because I don't know, I just really admire artists. I love looking at art. I love going down to the art museum. I love the art show at the festival. Like, love all that stuff. So that's really cool. I think art is a God given thing too. I think a lot of times the church has really strayed away from art. But if you look at like the Renaissance period, all the art was Christian. All the music was Christian. All of the paintings were Christian. I shouldn't say all, but the vast majority. And then for some reason, like, art became like this forgotten thing in the church. I don't understand it, because I don't know. God gave you the talent. God gave you the ability. Why not make art for Him? But okay. Krista says, "Well, I got cats. If that counts, it does count. Absolutely, it counts." Kara says, I like reading the Bible. I like reading the Bible as well. Oh, Gene, I missed your comment. Gene's in the house. Says, my gift is helping people and praying with them. Love that, obviously. Very good. Gregory's in the house. Greg, did you see the video? I put it up this morning. I worked really hard on it last night. I lost a lot of sleep, actually, trying to finish that thing, which brings me to another story, but I'll tell it in a minute. Greg says, the only thing that makes me happy is having a Fortnite tournament with you. We got to make that happen. We really do. I had a night. Someone gave me the idea today, since I know you and I know the junior high, or not the junior high, the junior class council. Goodness, the junior class president. We should maybe have a summer serve kind of competition after school starts in the fall. We could have a competition to see which class can get the most people out for service projects. So you can be one captain, and then Sam from the junior high. Why do I keep saying junior high? Sam from the junior class can be a captain, and then if there's a senior class president that we could get involved, we could get all of you guys and see which class at Armstrong High School is the best, has the best servant hearts. Did I say servish? Sorry, Krista. I'm obviously having massive trouble talking tonight. All right. Swan says, you rocking back and forth makes me joyous. But it's still fun. Yeah, I'm in this. It's one of those gliders, and so it's very difficult for me to not rock while I'm in it. It just wants to rock. Summer says, I enjoyed power washing Saturday. Made a big difference. It did. It made a huge difference on that house. I can't, the power washer has been such a game changer for us. It's just an amazing thing. What that does to a house. You can have a house that looks nice, or like it's nice underneath, but it can be covered in dirt or algae or whatever, and you just power wash it, and the houses look brand new. It's like if you drove by it one day after the other, you would wonder, did they get new siding on the house? Like, that's how vast of a difference it is. And then that deck, it blasted off like 20 years worth of dirt off that deck. It was amazing. You did a great job, by the way, Connie. It looks, you guys just did awesome. You and Jim and Tina all did wonderful. And the awning turned out good too, that we painted. I was really happy with how that panned out too. Todd says, bubble hockey is the answer for everything. Tim says, watching your videos brings joy. Well, that's good. Sometimes watching my own videos brings me joy too, because I get to go back and watch my kids and see how they've grown up and all that kind of stuff. I really, really, really love the videos as well. I'm probably my own biggest fan. No matter, I don't know how vain that sounds. Probably really vain, but it's true. Let's see. Meatloaf says, I offered to help you once, and you kept saying how you were so bad at it. What was I so bad at? Sorry, I lose track of these conversations. So let me know what that was, Krista. I already missed it. JKLOL says hi. JKLOL, you left a comment. I was hoping you would show up tonight. That's fantastic that you're here. Let me go back and find your comment. You said, I would like a Raid Kittanning event / charity, and there also be an event. That was the comment that you left for me. And so I want to know more about what you meant by that. So if you can write in a little bit more detail what you have in mind, and maybe we can make something happen. I was just very curious. When I saw that comment, I was like, oh, I need to respond to that and see what they say. But now that you're here, I can just go ahead and ask you directly. So please answer. Let's see here. Gosh, where are we at? So many comments tonight, you guys. Thank you for participating. This is great. Oh, art is what I was talking about. Yeah. So yeah, I am bad at art. Well, like pen and paper art. But I love art. I wish I was good at it. I'm just not. Let's see. Zumo Jumo says, I want to set up a charity flag football game. Okay. Make it happen. Let's do it. I'm not much, I probably wouldn't play. I'm not like much of a flag football guy, but I guess I could. I mean, I could play. As long as I can be quarterback, I guess I could play. No, just kidding. I'll be a good sport. If you want to play soccer, I'd love to do a charity soccer game. I love playing soccer. Last time I played football, like somebody just like crushed me and messed up my back. It was terrible. I mean, I know flag football, that's not supposed to happen, but I'm an old man now. It's like, I'm just not built for that anymore. Todd says, hey, Andrew, what did you think of the drone video I tagged you in? That was pretty cool. It was like an indestructible drone is what he tagged me in. I guess that one probably would have survived a shot to to a tree or a flagpole or whatever I hit. I'm not sure. I still don't know to this day what I hit, but let's see. Meatloaf says, yeah, church needs more artsy stuff. Totally agree. We need to make that happen. I guess music is art as well, so I do play a little bit of music, but I'm not like, I'm just good enough to be proficient. I'm not like a super talented guitar player or anything like that, but I can play good rhythm guitar, or I feel like it's okay rhythm and guitar, that I can lead worship, and I can be a good band member, and so that's fun for me too. Kiera likes to screech. Okay. JKLOL says, I am heavy Christian. See, this is part of what the troll army, the teenage troll army that we have, and so I guess I heard two reasons that I get trolled. Number one is that I run ads on YouTube, and so they feel like they have to get back at me for running ads on YouTube. I kind of get that, kind of understand it, but you're gonna get an ad from somebody, so you might as well get it from me, right? I mean, why not? The second reason that I heard is why I get trolled is people think that I'm like too wholesome or like too Christian or what, I don't know. And I guess I could understand that too. I guess before I knew Jesus, I would have said the same thing, but I don't know. I can't help it. That's what brings me joy. That's what changed my life. And so, that's the stories that I tell. That's what my whole life has become. And so the last 10 years of my life have been the best 10 years of my life. And it's all because of God. And I don't know how to help that. I'm not going to change, so it just is what it is. I just thought it was funny when somebody told me that today. I was like, well, okay, well, I guess that makes sense now. So once I understand the troll army better, then, then I can tolerate everyone better. Let's see. Alexia. says, I draw mandalas. I don't know what that is. Paint and draw charcoal animals. I won first place in the student category at the Kittanning Art Show. That's fantastic. That's so awesome. I don't know if you can if you can share a picture with me, or was your picture in in the video that I made about the folk festival? Like, which one was yours? Because I thought I got I tried to film all the ones that had ribbons on them because they were the winners. So let me know if yours was in the video, and then I can go check it out, and you can jog my memory. Greg says Sam sucks at Fortnite, so pretty confident the sophomore team would win the Fortnite tournament. 3D Maker Kids in the house. We have an administrator here. That's fantastic. Welcome back, my friend. Todd says, smash that like button. Yes, always a good reminder. Smash the like button. There's 14 of you here. There's 9 likes. There's a disconnect somewhere, you guys. Let's see. Meatloaf says, 'twas art. Ladisaw. Yes. Gene says, Kittanning Bridge will be closed tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. We got the movie going to be shooting the next 2 days in Kittanning. I think that's pretty sweet. Pretty excited about that. I'm planning to go down there and see what kind of video that I can get of that whole process. I have a video idea for that, so I'm I don't know, kind of excited about it. Let's see. Meatloaf wants the choo-choo, so there you go. Brian says, 33 years young, brother. Remember that. Yes, 33 years young. It's true. That's how old that I am. And I guess I don't feel old all the time. It's just to go out and do a physical sport that can potentially involve collisions. I'm just not built for that anymore. Now I'll go run. I'll go play tennis. I played basketball a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I'm happy to go play a sport where I'm not at risk of getting beat up. But other than that, I'm totally happy to go out and do physical activity. Obviously, I guess summer serve is always physical activity, and then working in the garden, that kind of stuff. But I don't know. It's a little harder to hurt myself when I do those things, Brian. Todd says, why do you keep looking at your left, Andrew? So when I'm looking this way, I'm looking at your comments. I'm reading the comments off of my computer. When I look this way, I'm looking at the TV and checking the score of the soccer game that I'm watching. Let's see here. Kiara says, my phone just fell on my face. That's a very relatable meme. I don't know if you've seen that one where you're laying on the couch and looking at your phone and then you accidentally drop it. It falls on your face. I think we've all done that once or twice. Summer says, wish we could have got a lot more finished before now. How many hot dogs we need to bribe those high school kids to help? We can feed everyone that helped in our next Sunday potluck. Absolutely. Yeah, we do need to get more high school kids involved with this thing. So, I called out Greg and he showed up. So maybe I just got to start calling more out by name and challenge him to come out and help us. It was really fun though having Greg and Scott there yesterday. It was a blast. Those guys were really fun. Alexa says, my picture wasn't in the video, but I can tag you in a picture on Instagram. That would be amazing. That would be really great. So tag me in it, and I'll check it. Let me know when you tag me in it, and I'll check it here before we go, and I'll show everybody the picture. Let me know in a comment here, and then I'll check it. Let's see. Greg says, one thing I noticed yesterday was that you are a lot shorter in person. I have a lot of people actually tell me that. They'll meet me for the first time and they'll be like, man, you look a lot taller in the videos. I guess it's probably because I don't normally stand next to people. And then when I do stand next to people, I'm normally the one closest to the camera, so it looks like I'm taller than I actually am. But yeah, I'm pretty short. I'm only 5'7" probably, so yeah, that's what my license says at least. I don't even know if I'm that tall, to be honest with you. Probably 5'6.5" or something. And if you measure your height in half inches, you're really short. Meatloaf says, Kiera, these are some pretty old references. Yeah. I don't know the reference, to be perfectly honest with you. Todd says, Andrew, did you know that was me yelling at you Friday, greatest in the world? Yes, I knew it was you. I was kind of upset I didn't have my camera. I wasn't filming that day, and so I wish I had had my camera. So that's one of the things it's like my favorite thing. So if you guys see me when you're out, just yell greatest city in the world. And if I have my camera, I'll like turn the camera on and then I'll just request that you say it one more time. And then I'll get it on video and add it to the vlog. It's one of my favorite things to do. Krista says, when you talk excited, you kind of pop up. Yeah, I guess I do that. Is that what you're talking about? I do get excited. I love talking to you guys. It's great. Colin says, hey, Andrew, church was great. It's totally awesome having you and your family, by the way, Colin. And then says, are you ready for Manhunt, a movie they're making in Kittanning? Yes, totally ready. Totally ready for the movie tomorrow. I'm gonna go hopefully get like a drone shot of the movie set. And then the other part of the video I want to make, I guess I'll keep a secret because I don't want to ruin it for you. But be watching for a video on Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. We'll see. Oh, that reminds me of the other topic I was going to talk about. My computer did an upgrade, to Windows 10. Well, I had Windows 10, but a newer version of Windows 10. They've already tried to kill Windows Movie Maker, which is my editing software, several times, and I just keep like getting old bootleg copies of it. But which is legal still, by the way. I'm not stealing it. I just am using something they don't support anymore. Anyways, I use that Movie Maker to edit all my videos. Well, my computer did the update, and then my editing software completely crashed and could not recover. It was very sad day for me, and I was like scrambling trying to figure out how am I going to post videos. And so I downloaded. It's called DaVinci Resolve. If any of you are looking into making videos, I would totally 100% suggest that you download DaVinci Resolve. It's a great editing software. My video quality should go way up. The podcast is going to start looking much better because I'll be able to use a dual camera format in a simpler way than I had before. And you should notice the audio over time in my videos should greatly improve. And I'll be able to do more effects. I'll be able to do some zoom effects, and I'll be able to do some reversing on the videos as well, which are some things I was never able to do on Windows Movie Maker. So there should be like little pieces of the videos that will get better over the next few weeks, and so be watching out for that. You'll notice the video that I made for 2 days ago, the one where we went and picked up baby chicks. That had a little glitch in it. Nobody probably noticed other than me, but there was one clip that got cut short, and then it ended early because I must have had something wrong on my timeline. But slowly figuring it out. And then yesterday in the Summer Serve video, there was a couple times where I like zoomed in. I did a zoom time lapse, and then I did a zoom in on Scott giving thumbs up, and then I did a zoom in on my face before I got on the ladder, which I said as usual because I don't like being on ladders, but I always end up on a ladder every single project. So yeah. Anyways, but would totally suggest DaVinci Resolve. It was amazing, and yeah, I think it's a great software on par with like Adobe Premiere, except you don't have to pay $25 or $50 a month to have it. Let's see. So many comments. This is great. Kevin says, love the sermon. The test was fun. Yeah, absolutely. We did a gift test in church today, so we had a really long day at church, but it was really fun. And I have everybody's test results as far as what were the gifts that they. It's kind of like a personality test, but it tells you what gifts you have to offer to the kingdom of God. Basically, there's like 15 different options on there, I think, and just different things like. You're a good helper, or you're good at service, or you're an administrator, or you have apostolic giftings, and all those different things. And it's a really neat test, and I can't wait to finish up the sermon series over the next couple weeks. Very, very excited about that. Okay, Alexia tagged me in the picture. Let me go check here. Let me check my Instagram. Bear with me, you guys, 1 second. Is it Luna? Yeah, Luna Grace. Okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah, I did see your picture. Absolutely. Did you draw this whole thing by hand? That's crazy. So this is her picture that won. Let me try to get the. Pretty cool. That's awesome. Really proud of you too. That's great. If you guys want to follow her Instagram, just give you a shout out here. Luna underscore Grace underscore 24. So if you want to follow her on Instagram, check it out. Colin said, I enjoyed church and the test. It touched me. Thanks for the sermon. Very good. Loved it. Yeah, the next two sermons I'm very, very excited about. I think we got a really great sermon series going on, and then we're planning one in September, a sermon series called Addicted. And we're specifically going to go after addiction, depression, anxiety, those kinds of things. Talk about those things and how it relates to our community, and then talk about how those things relate to the kingdom of God. Very, very excited about that as well. I've been learning and researching so much about that over the past couple months, and I can't wait to just kind of unload it all on you guys. And very, very excited about that. That's actually going to be my focus for the whole fall. Is going to be focused on the problem of addiction in our community. So the YouTube channel, you'll see more and more videos after summer serves over, talking about addiction, and we'll have podcasts around addiction, and going to be doing a lot of those kinds of things, and hopefully we'll be making a little bit of a shift as a church as well to focus more on that issue. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to dig into that with all of you guys too, because it's a huge problem. It's something that we need to take very seriously if we're going to make Kittanning a better place to live. If we're going to be one of the best cities in our nation, then we need to figure out how we're going to solve that problem in our city, in our county for that matter. Kevin says, ignore that and yell hashtag Team Kevin. Sorry, bear with me here. I gotta get my drink. I just realized I didn't put a coaster down, and so my drink that I set there has been sweating on the table, and I'm just gonna leave a ring, and my wife's gonna be mad at me. So had to grab that real quick. So hashtag Team Kevin. This is the story behind that. Kevin has been in many of my videos, obviously, because he's helped with Summer Serve. He's like my right-hand man. He's like probably my best friend that I have. And so Kevin is with me on so many different videos. And I get comments now. I always see people that know me and they understand who I am, but then I've had several people come up to me and be like, they don't know Kevin at all, but they're like, I love that Kevin guy that you have in your videos. And so we were talking about maybe Summer Serve sometime we'll do like hashtag Team Kevin and hashtag Team Andrew, and we can both have different Summer Serve teams and see who wins for the day. We could try to make Instagram stories out of it or something and use that hashtag. I think it would be pretty fun. So if we did hashtag Team Kevin and hashtag Greatest City in the World, we could make some pretty cool waves on social media. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just reading comments. Okay, 3D Maker Kid says, I got the printer running yesterday, and now I'm printing out a keyboard. Are you making a video about that? I hope you are, because I want to see that. Or at least get Instagram and tag me in it. Kira says, I'm eating cold SpaghettiOs. I don't know how to spell it. Ugh. SpaghettiOs are gross to begin with, and then you add, oh my goodness. That sounds terrible. Colin says, I saw a $350,000 car called the Rolls Royce down by St. Mary's Church. That's crazy. So we need that person at our church, Colin. You got to go evangelize, my friend. Let's see. Oh, man. Sorry, there's so many things here. I'm trying to work my way back to figure out where we're at here. This is great. Okay, Colin says, yeah. I'll talk to you later, Andrew. Text me on Snap. 3D Maker Kid says, oh gosh, DaVinci Resolve. Do you not like DaVinci Resolve? I really enjoyed it. 3D Maker Kid says, just remember if you ever want to build a collab with building a computer, I am in. Yeah, if I ever do build a computer, I'm totally calling you because I haven't built one in many years, and I'm sure everything's a little bit different than it was then. Okay. Andrew, what is your favorite meal, drink, dessert, and snack? Well, drink is right here. My favorite drink is kombucha. I love it. Let's see. Favorite meal is tough. I really like food. My wife makes a lot of good stuff too. I don't know. I can't decide. I mean, my favorite, the thing that I crave the most, I should say, is probably just like a really good hamburger. So, like a Harper's Grill hamburger or a Kraft House hamburger, something like that. It's probably like my bread and butter food. Snacks, I really love like cookies, Oreo cookies specifically. And then I make my grandma's chocolate chip cookies and I make monster cookies. Those are like my three favorites. So that's kind of a snack slash dessert. So maybe I need to just name another snack. But I also really like cake. I love Dairy Queen ice cream cake. I love German chocolate cake is like one of my favorites by far. And then my wife, every now and again, if I request it, she makes called hummingbird cake. And hummingbird cake is it's like a white cake with bananas in it, bananas and pineapple, and then there's cream cheese icing, and then it's covered in, I believe it's walnuts, and it's wonderful. It's so good. So, since Joey was diagnosed with diabetes, that's been like we haven't really made a cake since then, since February. So since then, my go-to has become donuts, Dunkin' Donuts. I love Dunkin' Donuts. I eat way too many Dunkin' Donuts, and I just love it. Tina and I had to make a pact with each other that we'd stop buying Dunkin' Donuts because we were eating too many of them. Okay. Kevin says, Meatloaf, we need your whole family back this Saturday and get that big house done painting. Absolutely. 100% need that to happen. Gregory says, bro moment. 3D Maker Kid says, geez, that is so good. I'm not sure what you're talking about now. Oh, the art. Okay, yes, it is really good. Alexia says, yes, I drew it by hand. It's pretty amazing, Alexa. Pretty impressed, to be honest. Okay. Sorry, there's a lot of you guys talking to each other, which is awesome. Keep doing that. But I'm trying to siphon through all the comments here. Todd says, did you get all the squash and apples done from the end of the video the other day? I did not. I still have to cut more apples tonight. In fact, I should be doing that right now, but I'm not. And then I just picked 5 more zucchinis tonight. So we're going to have, gallons of zucchini in the freezer. It's going to be a lot. I've planted less seeds this year than I've ever planted before as far as zucchini goes. And I've harvested, I believe, more zucchini than I've ever harvested before. I don't know if you saw in the video, but there's one plant and it's this white zucchini, and the thing is literally like 6 feet around. It's stupid huge, and I think what happened is it's right by the chicken yard, and so all the chickens like congregate in that area, and our little compost bin is there as well. And so I think when it rains, it gets all the runoff from the chicken yard, and so it's like constantly every time it rains getting just massive amounts of fertilizer. And so, just so many zucchinis. It's insane. Kevin says, you are my only real friend, so I guess you're my best friend by default. Well, Kevin, I have lots of friends, and I think you're still my best friend. So, I mean, I have several people I guess I could consider my best friend. Luke is obviously way up there as well. I have other friends that I've known for years, like my friend Kyle in Greensburg was my best friend for a decade at least. And so now I just don't get to hang out with Kyle as much. Otherwise, I'm sure we would still be really, really, really close friends. And we still are. I still consider Kyle one of my best friends for sure. And I have a lot of friends in Minnesota and a lot of other people at church. But yeah, love you, Kevin. Kevin says, well, there's Judy. She's my friend and nemesis all in one. Yeah, fantastic. I love it. What made you want to help Kittanning? Well, I don't know. I guess I feel like I'm a fixer. If I see a problem, I just want to fix it. Just that's who I am naturally as a person. The reason I started the channel was because everyone was so negative about Kittanning. So that's how I got started with Kittanning, greatest city in the world. Is I just wanted to be positive. Everyone was so negative, and I just wanted to be a positive voice that could hopefully make some kind of difference. And so that's how I got started with the channel. It really switched this year. There's been a big shift. I mean, we always did Summer Serve, but at the beginning of 2019, I shifted into this whole Kittanning 300 and trying to make a bigger difference in the city. And so that's what made me want to now dig into not just Summer Serve, but the issue of blight and the issue of addiction and how do we fill up storefronts and all those kinds of things. And so, that's just kind of how we got started. But I wanted to help Kittanning from the day we moved here. My wife and I, when we first visited Kittanning, we kind of fell in love with it. But at the same time, I mean, anyone with eyes can see that Kittanning has had issues for many, many years. And so I think we moved here with kind of the idea that we wanted to be good members of the community. We wanted to be helpers, and so we've had that heart right from the get go. Let's see. SpaghettiOs are great. SpaghettiOs are not great. I cannot accept that. 3D Maker Kid is making a video on it. Fantastic. That's good stuff. Feel free to share the video next week in the live stream, and definitely share it in the Discord group. I want to see it beforehand. I mean, I'm subscribed to your channel. I think I have notifications on, so maybe I'll see it before then, but please share it in the Discord. Krista said, I really like food. I've never related to something more in my life. I do. I just love food. Krista, half of our conversations are about food and food that I tell you that you need to try. So you hang around with me long enough, and we'll make it happen. Let's see here. Gluttony is the hardest sin to avoid. It's true, Kevin. So true. Kevin says, thankfully you can do effects now. Start slimming. I'm assuming you meant slimming me up in your videos. I think I can do that, actually. If I had Premiere, I know I could do that, but I'm not willing to pay $50 a month, so hopefully that feature will make its way over to DaVinci, and I'll be able to do that for you, Kevin. Although you've slimmed up over the last couple years from what you told me. Let's see. There was a funny comment, and then sorry, my thing, it keeps flipping to the bottom, so then I have to scroll up and find where we were. Yeah, gluttony is the sin of eating. Krista said, like gluten? No, not like gluten, but I guess too much gluten would lead to gluttony, so it could relate. Swan says, a good hamburger is hard to beat with fresh tomato, cheese, bacon. Excuse me, I think I need to make a trip to the kitchen. Yeah, see, this is what happens to me when we start talking about food, Swan. Same thing happens to me. Meatloaf says, dang, God is strict. Does he think there's going to be leftovers or something? It's not that he's strict, Krista. That's one of the big misconceptions about God. God is never trying to stop us from things that bring us enjoyment. God is just trying to save us from ourselves. And so eating too much is not good for you. It's just not good for you. And so we have to, everything is okay, but it has to be in moderation. And so God is not, he's not a killjoy. He's just trying to save us from ourselves. 3D Maker Kid says, you should just do garden stuff during the live streams. I should, and a couple weeks ago I did. I actually did cut apples while we were live streaming. That's why I said I should do it now. They're clean. I could be cutting apples right now, and we could be having this conversation. But okay, so Krista needs a suggestion here. I want her to scare her cats with cucumbers. If you can, like, as your cat's eating or something, and you can sneak a cucumber behind them, supposedly they freak out. It's like something in their genetics that they hate cucumbers. They're scared of them, and so yeah, I want her to do that. But she's scared for the cat's mental health. What do you think? Is it worth the hilarity of a funny cat video in order to scar them for life? I think it's totally worth it, but we need your opinion. Yes, Kevin says we've had nice zucchini at the garden. We really have. It's been just a good year for the gardens in general. My house and the community garden. I have barely gotten to work in my garden at all, and my garden is just pumping out food. I dug up 6 potatoes the other day, 6 potato plants. Well, my daughter and I. Actually, it was yesterday, and we had probably 15 pounds of potatoes out of 6 plants, and I have over 100 plants. It's crazy. Kevin says, scare the cats. It's funny. Absolutely. Todd says, I'm putting my order in on zucchini bread. Todd, I will not make you bread, but I'll be happy to give you zucchini. Let's see here. I did not see the message before it got deleted, Krista. No worries. You guys are funny. Oh, Kevin copied it. We should call him Andrew the Fixture, like Bob the Builder. I like it. I think it's a good joke, Krista, and it's true. It's not as catchy, though. It's not Andrew the Fixer. Andrew the Fix. It's not as good. It's just not as good. Dustin says, Andy, thank you so much for what you guys did yesterday. It means so much to me and my family. It turned out amazing. Totally agree with you, and you're welcome. Absolutely. We're happy to do it. Greatest seed in the world is so lucky to have you, Andy. I think I said it before, but it bears repeating. Well, we're lucky to be here, Hopefully I can just inspire a couple people now and again to just live their lives fully and to go after everything with passion and gusto. That's my main goal. I just want to be an inspiration to people. Hopefully I can do a little bit of that. And more than anything else, I just want to document this process. I just want people to be able to look back on it and say, well, this is what Kittanning was, but look at all these people came together and really made a difference. And this one crazy guy filmed it all and and made YouTube videos of it. And that would be the greatest thing for me is like someday when I die, people will be able to go back and look on it when their town is in a bad place, and they can go back and watch some of these videos and be like, hey, there's some stuff there that's still valuable, that still can make a difference, that still, if we turn to God and work hard and come together, like we can change our community and we can change the world. That's what, I don't know, maybe that's a pie in the sky dream, but I love it. If you're not going to live your life with a big goal, is it really even worth living? Like, let's be honest here. Let's see. Todd says, love the positive side of Kittanning you started. While growing up through school, I noticed that all my friends didn't like their hometowns. Yeah, and that's still true. You go to the high school, and it's like 90% of the kids can't wait to get out of here. But what was so interesting is the first time that I went, and I said, who's planning on sticking around, or who wants to raise their family in Kittanning? We had like literally one kid in each class, maybe at most. Most of the time it was 0, and so I had maybe 3-4 people throughout the day. Now when I ask that question when I go to the high school, I get 2 or 3 in every class that raise their hand saying they want to stick around. And so I'm noticing at least a little bit of a shift in mindset. It's still like 90% still want to leave, but slowly but surely we're making a difference. I really believe that. Meatloaf says, "Oh my goodness, another lesson. What is that? Like 3 this week." Kevin says, "I used to hide cell phones under my kids' beds and then call them at night and speak in demonic voices." Terrible. Braden gives the vote to scare the cats. Kira's back. Kevin the legend. I love you guys. Michael says, Team Andrew. Thank you, Michael. Going against his own dad. Braden says, how big is your property? My property out here is a little over 3 acres. Just slightly over 3 acres. There's 60 acres next to me, though, that I want to buy. So maybe I'll have a lot bigger property someday. Todd says, scare the cat. So every vote is scare the cat, 100% so far. Meatloaf says, there's 2 cats, and they seem to hold grudges when I'm mean to the other. Swan says, hashtag positivity. Absolutely, 100%. Krista says, I guess I'm scaring the cat. Which one, Vitani or Snowflake? You gotta scare both of them. We need a comparison between the two. Dustin said, SpaghettiOs and Big Macs are awesome. May not be good for you, but you can't live without them. I can definitely live without SpaghettiOs, but Big Macs, I love me a Big Mac for sure. And the Big Mac hack, I don't know if you guys know this, but it's be like pro tip for you at McDonald's. You can order Big Mac sauce on the side for free, and then you can just order a $1 McDouble. Well, they're not $1 anymore, but you can get a regular McDouble for I think it's like $1.49. Or you can get 2. I think it's 2 for $3. They were for a while there, but you can get 2 McDoubles and a side of Big Mac sauce, and then you get a small French fry for $1. And you take the small French fry and you put it between the 2 meat patties as your middle bun for your Big Mac, and then you just put on this Big Mac sauce on the side, and you get 2 Big Macs for $3. It's glorious. One Big Mac's like $5.50 or something like that. So you can get a really good deal working it that way. So just McDonald's pro tip for you. Let's see here. Kevin says, if you die, your videos will remain a beacon of hope and inspiration to future children or people of Kittanning. Yeah, funny story about that. I actually I have a document for my wife, okay? If I die, it's like an 18-step process of all the things that she needs to do. And a couple years ago, after I started the YouTube channel, in my If I Die document, I actually have it in there that she has to make one final YouTube video, and then she has to find somebody that's going to carry on the greatest city in the world tradition. And it's actually one of her goals if I die. Like it's like written in my will now that if something happens to me, somebody has to pick up the torch and she has to make sure that my videos do not get deleted. Because I feel like it's part of my legacy. Todd says, I think Kittanning needs a bubble hockey arcade. You're just obsessed with bubble hockey. All right, I'm almost caught up on comments, and then I'm going to peace out. Okay, Swan says, after I left high school, parents were there, so I visited all the time anyway. Still love the place. That's awesome. Yes, you need to record this, Krista, when you scare the cats. You absolutely have to. Kevin is encouraging you to, and I'm demanding it. I need to see this. Oh no, Connie wants you to leave the cats alone. 1 vote against. 10 votes for, 1 against. Yes, Kiara, we all hope you feel better, for sure. Braden says, new video, McDonald hacks. Yes, absolutely. I love McDonald's. It's so bad for you, but I'm at McDonald's. I would be there every week. I'd be there. Yeah, I can't lie. I'd be there every single day. Their iced coffee is fantastic, and yeah, you can eat there for like $3. I don't know. You just can't beat that. Kevin says, okay, so when the Queen dies, they have a plan called London Bridge has fallen. It's a list of things they must do. What is the name of your plan? Literally, it's just a document on my computer at work that just says, if I die. and then like quarterly. Normally it's like quarterly or every 6 months I update it because I update my net worth and I update all the account values for her so that she has an idea of what we actually have in assets, and then I take that new document to her and then she saves them all. I just put a new date on the top so she knows which one's the most recent one, but mine's just called If I Die, so maybe we need to like come up with a cooler name. Todd says, "Supersize Me, some Big Mac hacks." Absolutely. That'd be a good video title, huh? But that was a movie title, so I don't want to steal it, but pretty cool movie though. I actually like that guy a lot. I can't remember his name now. Who was the guy that did Supersize Me? Do you guys remember? I'm gonna look it up. That's gonna bug me. Oh yeah, Morgan Spurlock. So I watched a couple of different things by Morgan Spurlock. He's a really talented documentarian and just a good filmmaker in general. Swan says maybe one of your children would do it, Andy, someday, but not anytime soon. Yeah, and I don't know. I think like Kittanning Greatest City in the World probably is like it's like an 8-year project for me now. Like when 2027 rolls around and we actually are considered one of the greatest cities in the United States, I might hang it up. I might have to move on to something else. It'll be like a new project then. And I don't know. I've always wondered like maybe God will just take me to another place. I'm not sure. I've always wondered if I'm going to end up back in Minnesota. My wife, she kind of like she prophesied a few years ago that we were going to end up somewhere south. I don't know what that means, and she doesn't know what it means either. I said like South America. Because I always thought being a missionary would be pretty cool. Plus, that would be really cool YouTube videos as well, as long as I could go somewhere that had good internet. Then let's see here. Or like planning another church in a different town down south somewhere. If we ended up in like North Carolina or something like that. I have no idea, but I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. There's going to be a lot more Greatest City in the World videos. I said I want to have at least 1,000 videos of 1,000 Kittanning videos of our time in Kittanning before I would stop. So I'm at like 200 and I think my count's like 267 was the one I put up this morning. So I'm a quarter of the way there before I even consider quitting. Hard shoes to fill. Yeah, I don't know. Kara says, I think Wendy's is better because my brother used to work there and it tastes the best, especially the biggie bag. Yeah, we just went to Wendy's a few days ago. I do like Wendy's too. The spicy chicken sandwich from there is my favorite. Hard shoes to fill, Swan says. I don't know. What I'm doing, actually, it doesn't require all that much talent. It just takes a lot of time. Someone's got to be willing to put in the work, and literally anybody could do the things that I do. If you're willing to work. It's just that most people aren't willing to put in the time to do it. And like the consistency is the thing. Like anyone can make one video, anyone can even make 10 videos, but if you're going to grind it out and make 267 videos in less than 2 years, you got to just really you got to go after it. You have to be committed. Kevin says, the greatest city lost its light. That's the plan. That's not true. I am not the light. God is the light. I am just a small, small part of it. Meatloaf says, I love how y'all planning what's going to happen when he dies. Krista, you got to plan these things. As a life insurance agent, I have to command all of you guys to plan what's going to happen when you die. Anyways, I'm not going to get on my soapbox here. This conversation went in a whole different direction than I thought we were going to go tonight, but hey, totally cool. The Armstrong County Bridge Plan. The Kittanning Citizen Bridge Plan. Citizens Bridge is falling down. Alexa says, there was this guy that ate nothing but McDonald's for 1 month and it took him a year to get healthy. That's the movie I'm talking about. That was Morgan Spurlock. He did the movie called Supersize Me. Kick the bucket. New name. Got my vote. Oh, man. Good stuff. Kira has to go to bed. I think I'm going to do the same. Swan says, no, Andy, more time than that. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I don't think. I think God's got a lot more planned for my life, and so I'm not planning to go anywhere anytime soon. I'm excited. This one says, "And pancakes still rule." Anyways, the last two live streams have been super fun for me. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a lot more interactive, and if I show up on time, it seems like all of you guys show up. So I'm gonna do my best to continue to start at 9 o'clock, and we'll keep it going. So, anyways, you guys, it's been a joy. I love all of you. Keep living for joy. Keep searching for those gifts and talents and abilities, and don't forget to just bless the world with everything that God has for you. Don't ever stop until you've given your last breath. Don't ever stop trying to change the world around you for the better. All right. Anyways, that's enough preaching from me. Hope you all have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you in the next one.